About a month ago, my life changed drastically. About 180 degrees, to be fair. I finished university, a very demanding course, fashion design. I was broken up with, very heartbroken. I had to find a new place to live, and I had to find a job after university. For most people, those kind of events are spread throughout a long period of time. For me, it happened in a space of a month. And today I'm here to tell you how I did it, more like how I went through it. So, to start from the beginning, I was on a very demanding course, which for 2 years at the beginning, I was doing kind of fine, a little bit burned out, because if you're a student in London and you want to support yourself fully through university, it is really exhausting because you're going from university to work, you're working till late, and you're waking up to get to uni for 9 a.m. Especially with fashion design, there's a lot of work to do even in your free time because you have projects to do, which I've done it for 2 years. After that, I took a gap year, and I thought me going back to university was not possible, and I wanted to give up on my university. And that's when I came across a relationship which allowed me to finish my degree. So I'm really grateful for that. I am, and I believe people come into your life with a purpose and for a reason. So is it a surprise that it all ended when I finished my degree? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I have no idea. But with everything that happened in my life in the past, I noticed that it all had a divine timing, and I have to trust the process. Because what is the point of you believing into something if you really don't put all of your trust into it? Whatever it is you believe in, money, God, universe, think back, because everything that happened in your life wasn't a coincidence, it was for a reason. It was a reason why a friendship didn't work out, it was a reason why you didn't get a certain job. It all had a reason for you to end up in a place in life where you are right now. So for you to trust the process is very, very important. I want to tell you how I sort of coped with everything during this very hard period of my life, because I also wasn't on YouTube because it wasn't really possible for me. It wasn't possible for me to record the videos. I was really exhausted. I started a new job. It was a lot. But after a breakup, I had to really quickly find a new place to live and to find a job. I cut to minimum everything that was disturbing me from finding it. So I stopped going to the gym. I even cut down on eating, sleep, because I couldn't really sleep. I was waking up in the morning and thinking, how can I get myself out of this situation? Because I did have to move, and I did have to find a job to pay for the place where I'm gonna move. So all my energy for about a week and a half went into first finding a place to live. I searched so many websites, and I was constantly messaging people. And if you're in London, you probably know that the living and housing situation is not the best at the moment. And especially if you don't have a job, it's really hard to find a place to stay that people will rent you out if you don't have a proof of income. Okay, so I was looking as long as I found it. And there was one point where I was really at the bottom because one place rejected me, where I thought it was so close, and I really loved the place. And I thought that's the one. And after that, I got rejected. But on the same day, I found a place where I am right now. And for me, right now, I understand that it would be really hard to get from the place where I applied first to the work I have right now, because it's different trains or whatever. So it is really important in times like this to trust that whatever is not working out, it's not working out for a reason, and it's for the best reason possible. So it's in your best interest. There's something taking care of you. That's why you trust that there is something above you that's guiding you, that's able to oversee everything that's happening. On the same day that I moved places, I was getting breakfast right after moving, and I got a call that someone wants me to work for them. Which also, again, I cannot believe this is a coincidence, because it happened after my moving for a reason that I would have to settle here so it wouldn't collide with my new job. It's all timed perfectly, and I refuse to believe that there is not something that I have to trust in and put my trust in and just do my best and work for my ambitions, because it will all work out. And if it doesn't work out, it is for a reason. And if right now in your life you don't see those reasons, listen to me and listen to everything that normally people would think is a coincidence, but I can see further than that, and I can really see the reasons why something happened in my life. There was a really weird thing that happened. I think 2 days before the internal show, after finishing my degree, after finishing my lectures, we have a degree show where all the work is presented. I wrote in my journal on the way to work, I wrote that for the next day, I'm gonna pay attention, close attention to everything that's bright orange. I don't even like that color, okay? But I'm gonna believe that everything that's orange tells me that I'm on a good path, that I'm on a way where I want to get. The moment I wrote this, there was someone on a train with orange backpack and someone, I believe, in an orange jacket, which is not a lot. It's still a color that people don't wear a lot, but it could have been a coincidence. A day later, on the day of the fashion show, I'm walking into the building, I'm walking into the backstage of the show, and one of my tutors is wearing a whole orange outfit. I'm talking everything, like shoes, dress, everything. And I did tell them that I asked for a sign from universe, and there it was, just right in front of me. So if you need a reason to believe in divine timing and signs from the universe, let it be that. Right now, I'm in such a better place in life than I was like a month and a half ago. I kind of cannot believe that happened. In the same time, I worked really hard for that. That is the whole reason why I wasn't uploading videos to YouTube, and I was thinking, how am I gonna get through this? And I also spoke to my friend, and she said, if that would have happened to me, I don't know what I would do. That would be like the hardest thing in my life. And I think I can just be here and tell you guys how to go through a situation like this, because at the time it was really hard. I was crying. I didn't know how I'm gonna get through this, but at the end it all worked out. I just did my best, and I was applying to houses, I was applying to jobs. And another thing that was completely in line with everything is that I could have asked for days off in the job to allow me to go to my fashion shows. There was 2 of them in between my days of work. Normally, places that hire you, they wouldn't allow it. They don't really care what days you want off or not. So if you need a sign to start believing, or believing more, this is your sign. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna try to start posting again, like week by week, some motivational videos or manifestation videos. If you were wondering why there was such a long break between the videos, this is the reason. And I'm back, so enjoy the rest of your week. Bye!